up a little higher too. Get a little bit better like view. Yep. What can I say? You got some good ones.
Are we live now?
Yes.
I'm gonna share this.
Oh shit! Yeah, turn that off. That'll get us fucking
banned
down immediately. Yeah. Oh. Oops.
Okay. Time to share.
And you want a copyright strike? You just fuck with Disney.
Yeah, we know.
Danny. Shh, dude. What's up, dude? How you doing, man?
Good. I'm just trying to share this to our. Oh, you're talking to Danny?
Yeah, I'm talking to Danny.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen Danny in a minute.
Sorry.
It's okay. Well, I guess I should go ahead and just put it on my phone too. Huh? Give us that viewership.
Sharing this bitch.
Yeah, we're just gonna be hanging out here.
5-10 minutes.
Yeah, 5 or 10 minutes or so. We'll start talking about some shit, whatever. But we're just gonna let the room kind of fill up for a sec.
I'm gonna turn the camera a little bit. You can see that thing.
Yeah. Probably like that. That's better.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm just not sure what controversy, if any, is surrounding that. So, okay, cool. Got mine up. I guess I could just send it to the TV. Do you want to keep watching that just with the subtitles for right now?
No.
Okay. Come on, phone. I'm gonna cast us up there then.
That's fine. Do you need me to go to YouTube?
Nope, I got it.
Okay.
Should be going right now. What's up, Corey? Is your Corey in there? Yeah, I've been playing the Modern Warfare, just not. I don't play it often. I don't like Battle Royale. I don't like that style. When they were doing the Blood Money or the Plunder quads, I was all about that. I like that mode a lot better. I don't like the whole running around picking up guns shit. I like to start with my preferred gun. Also, I'm really, really bad at it. I mean, I have fun. We got Nate. What's up, Nate?
What up, guys? Giving it about another 5 minutes.
Yeah. Let people first trickle in. I'm gonna have a beer. I think it's about time.
You grab a beer.
I'm gonna do it. See, I stayed sober, so I wasn't shitty when I started our thing.
Let's see, Dan. We got Danny Martinez. We got Val. Hey, Val. Corey. Modern Warfare. Yeah, I've been playing a new Modern Warfare, the Battle Royale. It was pretty good. I like to loot and shoot games. So drop in with your squad, hunt for loot, find $1 million before all other players, respawns. Yeah, that's a good game.
Mostly play the multiplayer. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Multiplayer in Warzone. I'm just not. I don't like battle royale games. Like the mode. I'm not a fan of that.
I love the battle royale games. But I wasn't a big fan of what was that? Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't get into that.
Did you play PUBG?
Yeah, I did play PUBG.
I played PUBG too. I was never good at it.
We downloaded it the day it came out. It hit the hit Xbox 1. We downloaded that and started from the very first day. And then we seen all the changes they made, and then they just killed that game with all their nonsense. I really wish they would have just kept to like the original movement that they originally had. It was more fluid. Now it's like really wonky.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, I want to know more about those things. I haven't really read any articles about it.
Yeah, I like Team Deathmatch.
Asia, of
I
course.
like not Team Deathmatch, but hardcore Team Deathmatch. Yeah,
There you go.
you can't mess with me on hardcore.
I do. Well, so I don't actually own the game. So like, I only play the Warzone part because it's free.
Yeah.
I haven't bought a Call of Duty game since I started playing Battlefield.
Mm. Yeah.
See that?
Yeah, I did.
The rush to stop it now. Fucking,
Yeah, I saw that one too. Yeah. Jeez.
pretty much.
Freaking murder
Yeah.
hornets is what we're
Murder
talking
hornet.
about here, people.
Are you guys
Murder
afraid of the
hornet.
murder hornets that are apparently going to start attacking us? I mean, this is like biblical stuff they're trying to pull out on us, right? Famines and plagues and I mean,
The Book of Revelation.
yeah, Book of Revelation. I think the Chinese are just fucking with us, honestly. I really do.
Oh, very funny. Round eye.
Let's tell them there's
Why not?
murderous hornets coming to them now.
You guys read what the murder hornet does?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, it leaves like welts and shit and stings you to death. And
I don't know what it does to humans aside from just searing, burning pain like a hot poker going through you where it stings. But what it does is that it flies into a bee colony, rips all their heads off, and
Oh,
goes
yeah.
and eats them.
I have actually seen things on this
So-
years ago.
Yeah, it can kill an entire bee colony in like a matter of an hour.
And we're trying to not do that.
Yeah, we're trying
in
to not
America
kill
right
bees.
now. Is kill bees. So
I know there's a local guy who has a son who's absolutely into bees and stuff, and he's like trying to make it a mission to save bees, like single-handedly. I'm talking about our hometown right now. There's
that's
somebody
awesome.
like that. That is the most noble cause I ever heard of in my life.
Sounds gay. So anyway.
Without the bees,
What's up, Steven?
there's no us.
Danny says, "Yeah, we're due for another cleansing."
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this one
This
wasn't
didn't work
really-
out. Yeah.
Yeah, this one didn't really work out. So
Yeah, we just went into some of the stores and now they're making it mandatory to wear masks in stores. So like 2 months of this, and now all of a sudden
yeah,
it's mandatory. It's kind of a joke.
late, man.
the same shows, the stores that I've gone to numerous times, you didn't have to. Now they have a sign saying you have to have a mask. It's like
If this
you're a
was-
little late
yeah.
to the party, guys.
If this was really like a super serious, deadly pandemic, I think that we would all know to protect ourselves. But this does not seem like
Yep.
like what we were promised.
This is not the apocalypse we were promised.
It certainly is not.
Worst apocalypse ever.
Mm-hmm. Did anyone see the new Rick and Morty last night? I didn't.
No, I
Came out
haven't
last night at
seen it.
11:30 on I think Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network.
I missed it.
Yeah,
Was it good?
I didn't watch
Oh,
it.
you said
Yeah, I
you
didn't
just
wa-
said you
yeah, I
fucking missed it. I'm
Yeah,
an idiot.
I was planning on watching it and then I got sidetracked.
I have the memory of a
See,
goldfish.
that's what I did earlier with the 64, dude. When I was like, is it 32? No, it's 64, remember?
We're all having a day, I guess.
Yeah.
Just me and you.
Really.
Right.
Johnny's the one who just woke up. What the heck?
I know. At fucking 1.
I did.
I feel
fucking
rejuvenated.
Nice.
Oh.
Man, I laid around all morning. I didn't have to work today. I worked yesterday. We were at Stanford Hospital.
What's up, TJ? By the way,
Just got out of the bat cave.
Yeah, that was pretty cool yesterday.
What'd you do yesterday?
So my company installs like medical furniture and furniture for like tech
Mhm.
companies, stuff like that. So we had to go into Stanford Hospital and add like bumpers to couches that were like scratching walls and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But this is all medical like supply
Right.
stuff, so it's kind of like a necessity, I guess.
Yeah, a couple friends of mine went back to work this week.
I've seen more people out today than any other day.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out
since we started. I mean, since this
So
whole
me
thing
and Chris
started.
were driving around right before this, and we were driving by and we saw this like couple, and it was clear that they were like just had a baby
Yeah,
in a
like
stroller,
early 20s.
and they like met up, and then they kissed, and we're all 6 feet, 6 feet.
The guy turns around and goes, "Hey, hey, hey, hey!" Oh, dude, that's hilarious. Yeah.
And then a couple
So
other
we're gonna
people.
start making some videos.
We're trolling driving around, not just
Yeah.
on the internet now.
Oh, there was another 2 girls that we told us to social distance
In front of a cop.
Yeah, in front of a cop, and they were like, "We just got out of our car," and I'm like, "Fuck the police!" No, I wasn't. I was thinking it.
He was like, "Fuck the police."
No,
Oh.
dude, that was hilarious. So.
Says, have you guys seen the video of those politicians saying not to worry because they've already been vaccinated? Are you talking about the hot mic, the most recent hot mic? Because that
I heard about that.
I remembered, I heard it, and they said like, "Oh, hasn't everyone been vaccinated?" They said something like, "Yeah, but it's quite like common knowledge that there isn't a vaccine for it yet." So I don't know what vaccine they got. I don't know. I did see that, but it was
I would not put it past them to have a vaccine for the 1%, which is the 1% is actually
Including them.
our government and government workers.
Right. Well, it's more than that. If you're going by that, there's definitely more than 1%. Government workers is insane.
Yeah,
the amount
I think there's over 1 million now.
it's insane. Yeah, it's some
Yeah,
crazy
so-
amount.
I mean, the elite 1% are the people who take a paycheck from the government. I mean, that's just the way I see it.
Yeah, I was just meaning it's
Yeah.
more than 1%.
No,
Technically.
oh yeah, probably. So they're going to protect themselves first. They're going to make sure they get a paycheck first, with our money.
yeah.
So
That's all.
I mean, who's really the
apparently.
1%? The people that we willingly give our money over to, like businesses and stuff like that, or the government that takes it out of our check involuntarily,
The bullies.
the bullies. So with that being said, I mean,
Hashtag bully stick. Look it up.
this is like a pandemic, but it's also creating a financial burden on people. And I don't want to see people in my community be hurt by something, people that are 3,000 miles away from us who are making decisions for everybody.
So when you see the cops like doing the anti-protester thing, they have the bully stick. So look up hashtag bully stick. Look it up.
So we came up with Operation Betty. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go out and try to help the elderly in our community, the senior citizens, people who are really vulnerable to the financial burden as well as the virus. We want to make sure that they get fed, that they're taken care of, that they don't go hungry because of this government-created crisis. We don't want anybody suffering through this if we can help it. And we absolutely believe here on Grim 86 in the power of doing things voluntarily without a government entity pushing us or taking our money or allocating funds to groups of people who gain financially rather than people like you and me. So we come up with a
Grocery bag.
a ration bag for elderly people that will deliver. So we're going to show you what's in the bag right now.
So we're doing just four bottles of water.
Yeah. So we got 4 bottles of water. We'll just pass
Hold
them
it that
over.
way.
Yeah.
Put them all out on the table.
And then 2 granola bars.
So 2
You
granola
could,
bars.
I could tilt the screen down and you can like set
Put them right here. Yeah,
so
that'll work
right.
perfect. All right. Trying to do it where the label's not showing. Ish. That's some mac and cheese.
Like, is that getting completely blasted out in the sun?
The water is.
Yeah.
Scoot it. Yeah,
the
there
shade.
you go.
There you go.
And then we got tomato soup. And a chicken noodle soup. I'm trying to do it just where the picture's showing, not the
Perfect.
label.
Yep.
And then a fruit cup kind of thing, fruit cocktail thing. Veggie.
Mixed veggies.
And then a bunch of crackers. So you can use them with your soup. And there's 4 bottles of water. And so we're doing that, and it costs roughly $9 to $10 for this bag. So we're saying about 10. And so yeah, and it's going to be in the Gilroy through Morgan Hill area, counting San Martin. Anyone that needs any bag for a senior citizen of any sort, or anyone that's just in need, really, we want to donate and bring these bags. We'll be all masked up. We'll respect whatever that the people want. You know,
leave it on their doorstep.
Any
or-
social
Even on-
distancing, anything like that, we'll abide by any of those rules to make it possible for us to deliver this stuff to people in need. It's absolutely amazing what the power of being a volunteer can do in your own community. Like, we're 3 guys, we got some money together, and we decided to do this together and go out and serve our community. And it has nothing to do with state and local authority. It's just common people helping other people. That's it. There's no any other motive behind it besides we want to feed people.
Just badass.
Yeah.
Bianca says mac and cheese with a heart. Yeah,
yeah, hell yeah.
it's like comfort
So-
food.
And that's
right?
a good one too. It's a good size one.
So also, we're asking for all of our freedom fighter support through this thing. So if you would like to purchase a bag of groceries or a ration bag for our senior citizens and elderly, it's $10. You can go to Venmo, Operation Betty, and donate $10, and that will cover the cost of a bag for one of our local citizens. So, we would love all the support
Or non-citizen.
our freedom fighters,
Yeah,
or
right.
non-citizen, whatever.
I know you're just
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
it, but yeah.
People,
Anyone
human
that lives in
any
this
human
area,
being,
basically.
yeah, any
Yeah.
elderly human being. Let's just say that.
So, he says Jamie included in that. He's looking like a snack. Okay. Thanks, bro.
Jamie is a snack.
I thought I was your snack pack.
So actually, this was spearheaded, pioneered by the two of them. They came to me with the idea over the weekend, and we're basically to get it, like, we're going to green light it all together. And then, I mean, it's an excellent idea. I had no objection, so sure, it was like, run it, But this is definitely
Chris brought it up about 2 weeks ago to me, and then I think he mentioned it even here, like
No.
once on one of the live
I
streams.
don't remember that at all.
Yeah, well,
I remember.
marijuana's a hell of a drug.
I remember all of us
You were
sitting
saying
down talking, and we all came up with the idea together. So it's Grim 86 Freedom First podcast.
What
is
he
putting
said.
this on, and we are all in
Yeah.
it together,
Yeah.
and we want you guys to be in it with us.
Mhm. Yep.
So,
There it
freedom
is.
fighters, this is a call to action.
Yeah, it's not a popular thing. It's just taking care of people that need help.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it. There's no motive behind it besides wanting to feed people.
Mhm.
So if you guys want to help us and feed people, we'll do all the work and make sure that your money goes.
Yeah, as of right now, we have
Somebody.
9 bags on standby, ready to rock.
Right.
That's fucking sweet,
Yep.
dude.
Yeah. So
That's so slick.
there's more coming. We just need the support. That's all we need. We're gonna get this done.
And if you know people too, like even if
Yeah.
you don't
What's the
donate or whatever,
What's the Venmo?
It is
Should post- you need to
Venmo at Operation Betty.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up in Venmo just so I make sure I got the right
Right.
name, and then I'm gonna post it in the chat.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
So I'm really excited about this, dude.
Yep.
I mean, it's really, we talk about doing these things and the call to action and stuff like that. And we're now, I'm hoping that we set an example for people, and people pick up the mantle from here.
yeah. When we were on our way over, we saw church handing out food and stuff too.
Yeah.
That was
that
cool.
was awesome. Yeah.
It's cool.
is Operation Betty all one word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
that's
also it's your Venmo.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's gonna be.
That's what it's for.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. You have to have a name associated with
Yeah.
it, so it's like, all right.
And then because we're Grim 86 Freedom First podcast, we always have to troll a little bit,
Yeah.
even when we're doing nice things. The reason why it's Betty is because it was for elderly, and we said Betty White. So
Yeah.
that'll probably be the only time we ever mention it.
Yeah. Otherwise, it has nothing to do with.
It has nothing to do with it. We're like, who's the old person?
Cool.
Yeah.
So
That's gonna
you'll
be so
you'll
cool.
see it. It'll say the tagline is at Operation Betty, but then you'll see Chris's name as the owner of that account.
Yep.
Sweet, dude. That's so awesome.
I'm so looking forward to the outreach and going out and serving people, voluntarily.
Mhm. Yeah, we'll probably try to figure like a. I mean, obviously, if someone needs it right then, we can do it.
Mhm.
But we'll probably try to figure like 2 days a week that like spread apart
Mhm.
that we can go do it. And that bag will, we didn't say it, but like pretty much that bag will probably accommodate for about 2 days
Yeah, I mean,
if you're rationing it,
yeah.
and you'd still be comfortable because 2 cans of soup. I mean, you can do one of those a day. You get half your crackers, right? And then you can do obviously your fruit and your veggies one in one day, right?
Mhm.
And you still have that big old sucker of mac and cheese.
Right.
That's a pretty good size mac and cheese.
Yeah. it
Yeah.
is. Yeah. So I mean, myself,
Plus the granola bars for breakfast.
I could probably make that last 4 days if I had to.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. You can totally do that.
But we want to do a 2-day ration bag. That way, it gives us a little bit of time as well as we're able to plan better.
Yeah.
So we're going to do 2-day ration bag. These are absolutely free. There's no cost at all associated with it. No questions asked. Total anonymity. So we just need people to help. I put a call out to our senior center. So hopefully I'll get something back soon. If not, then if there's people out there, our freedom fighters who know people who need help.
Well, and that's why we did the 9 bags too. Like, let's see what happens, right?
Right.
Like worst case, if no one bit, right?
Right.
We can still donate all that food except for the
Absolutely.
crackers.
Yeah,
But I mean,
somebody's
other
gonna
than
get
that,
it. Somebody's
we
gonna
donate
get
all
it.
they can. So it's not a waste no matter what.
Yeah.
We're gonna feed people. And that's where my heart is, and that's what I'm gonna do. So.
I like it.
Oh, and Bo said to say what up. He had to go do something today. So he said to say what up.
Bodo.
Should we do? Should I design an Operation Betty shirt?
Absolutely.
Good, yeah.
Shirt.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. We were saying that it would be nice to have a shirt for me and Chris when we deliver.
Yeah.
That would be the only
I
cost.
would like a hairdo, glasses.
I'll just wear the
A
Grim
hairdo and
86
glasses,
Freedom First
dude.
podcast shirt.
That's
but
it.
Yeah.
Pearl
Okay.
necklace.
Yeah, pearl necklace. Yeah, that would be.
Did you have that
Fucking
pearl
premium, dude.
necklace on before you
No
started
face,
this?
no nothing. Just how you doing?
Hi.
What's up? How's it going?
There you are.
Yeah, that would be great, dude.
That one.
What up?
But
Oh, that's cool. Oh, okay. Well, here's another one. So one of our freedom fighters, I won't necessarily say his name right this second, but unless he wants me to. But he went down to the Capitol protest in Sacramento.
Right.
And the things that I learned mainly from it, which was cool that he went there, he also did kind of what if we went, what we would have done, kind of stand outside of it. We didn't want to be like associated with like the Trumpers and all that. So he kind of stayed outside of the main protest and was filming and like kind of doing like guerrilla journalism kind
Right.
of thing. And
We also don't want to be associated with the liberals. Just so you
well, sure, yeah, absolutely. But basically, he was just like from the outside. Well, the things that I got that were very interesting from this, and he can elaborate if he wants to, or he can private message me and I'll check. But basically, I thought it was very interesting that the cops were like 99% of them were not wearing masks. And then within a 30-minute window, when you saw like their supervising officers come out, start pointing to where they're going to set up, you start seeing more guys fill in the line. All of a sudden, and they were face to face with the protesters without masks. All of a sudden, they all masked up, and then within 30 minutes is when they started doing their push. So I thought that was really interesting, and I also found it very interesting that he said he saw no officers at all wearing body cams. So those are the two things that I found very interesting about that. That the government wants to fit their narrative, and so they don't want to have anything come back at
this
them.
This is real video. One of our freedom fighters was in. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Corey.
Corey,
did this.
Corey, our freedom fighter, he was there. He saw with his own eyes. He videotaped it. We have evidence that these cops are not wearing body cam. I mean, so.
Also, like in between videos, because he live streamed for a few minutes and then it would cut off and go to another live stream. When he was doing that, I would click to the Channel 2 news that's local to the area. And I was watching the Skycam on the chopper. And anyone that got arrested, I saw they all looked like they were slightly overweight, like grandma, grandpa age. And that's all I saw. Kind of like getting arrested. I didn't see any. I mean, only just for the few seconds in between videos that I saw. And I saw a few. I saw some ladies and a bunch of guys getting arrested. Trying to remember if there's anything else I could take away from it that was interesting. You guys watch it all? Or?
I watched this video.
Yeah, I was watching it.
It's
Corey, say if there's anything else too that you picked up. I might be forgetting stuff. Oh, I do remember one more thing that towards the end he was private messaging me and he was telling me that the morons that were involved in the protest were actually thanking the cops.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Why
Oh,
you just your own
they
people
beat
are getting
somebody up, right?
arrested?
They had
I don't
arrested
know about
something?
any of that. They
Yeah.
arrested a bunch of people, but like what I'm saying is like, why would you thank your oppressors? Which you're saying, I don't want state control over me, government control over me, so I can open up work and go back and do whatever I want to do. But then you're thanking the people that are enforcing this. Like that's
Doesn't
like,
make
that
any
blew my
sense.
mind.
Doesn't make any sense.
okay. They didn't know why they were there then.
No, they don't.
It's kind of what it seems
Well,
like.
they voted for Trump, so yeah, I think that explains it.
Yeah, Newsom's a Democrat, so.
The problem is conservative, liberal, whoever it is, even libertarians, like the problem is a lot of people don't understand the philosophy and understand what they believe in and why. And if you don't know what you believe in and why, then it's really easy to get sucked into the little like slogans of your party or your what you identify with, your group that you identify with.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, I'm a conservative, therefore I respect the police and the military and blah, 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 blah. It's like, well, you should actually understand what the fundamental philosophy is around your principles that you stand up and believe in. And then if you can't identify that, then of course you're going to be like, oh, open up everything. Let's get back to normal. You guys are oppressing us. You got your fucking boot on my throat, but thank you for your service. Like that, what? Like that doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
So,
But authority doesn't make sense either.
Sure.
I didn't even hear about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
yeah, he was messaging me as that was going on. But yeah, if you want to add it, he did. What was he saying right there?
This lady feeding an infant, and the cops made her move. Like, come on! I almost got my ass kicked. I was nose to nose CHP officer, and he told me to move back. I said, "Why?" He didn't like that answer.
Yeah, I think he said when I got the message, it was like, "What are you gonna do if I don't, or if the people don't move?" Or it was like a generic, simple question. It was just like, "What are you gonna do if we don't?" It's like a question.
Right. I would have asked him straight out.
Yeah, he did. He
Yeah.
did, and then he got kind of almost attacked.
Jesus.
You know, this is another thing that I've always thought is that if you cannot control your feelings, you should not be a police officer. Plain and simple.
My take is you shouldn't be a police officer.
Yeah.
He said,
I know what you're
was
saying.
Hit in the chest.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
See, I didn't even know that part. Wow.
Jesus.
So threatened for speaking your mind.
Yeah.
Threatened for
With
violence just for asking a simple question.
Oh.
So if you didn't move, you can get hit in your chest, not what a normal, theoretically, cops say you'll be taken into custody.
So
That's what they should have said.
So why
Yeah,
is
just
the,
threatened with
why,
violence.
Not,
instead.
yeah, say it straight up, like, I'm going to kick your head off, basically.
so why is this so important to us? Why is it so important to stand up for ourselves and protest?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm
like, what are you
asking?
I don't
you
want
I'm
guys.
lost here.
Yeah, like we already know the answers to this question.
No, I know, but I want you to guys kind of elaborate.
I don't want my freedoms taken away because historically when they get taken away, they are very hard to get back or they don't come back.
How about you, Johnny? Why go and make such a big deal? Why don't we just all shelter in place?
Well, I didn't go on purpose because I knew
And
that it was a
conform.
Trump, generally
Yeah.
speaking, Trump kind of crowd. Even if the message is damn near what I believe in, it's still not what I believe in. So I didn't go.
Yeah,
And that's why I said if we went, we would have done what Corey did, where he was not directly involved in the
yeah.
protest.
Well,
He was off to the side. He was still kind of protesting, kind of journalist, kind of doing the two things. So that was cool. And that was, if I went, that would be how I do it. But it's mainly I would have done, if I would have went in the same position that Corey did, like I was just saying, is I would have been asking questions, doing the same thing he did. Yeah, it made me proud, bro. You did a good job. Good freedom fighter, man. That was amazing. We were talking about doing it in Morgan Hill, but we just didn't get to quite do it.
You know, I was going to, but I saw Trump signs out there.
And same
too.
there, yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said,
I mean,
he did it right. Like if you're gonna,
we're not going to be involved with one side or the other because both sides are oppressive, and we believe in freedom.
Yeah.
That's tyranny. So if we see Trump signs or Democrat signs or whatever, you know, supporting one political party or another, we're not going to be involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like under the government, yeah, like if you're participating in the government, like you vote and you do whatever, right? Well, then you're trying to exercise your First Amendment right. So if you're going to go by that end of it, then that's what you guys are like, whoever's there protesting, even if they were libertarians, right? Like that vote and believe in the Libertarian Party and all that, right? Then they would go there and try to exercise their First Amendment right. I don't believe there's such thing as the First Amendment. I believe it comes down to property rights. So like, I can't really say that, but I mean, that's how like the individuals that do vote and participate in the system, that's what you guys would be trying. If you're protesters in this situation, you would be standing up for your First Amendment rights.
Right. Mm-hmm. I mean, do they even know that? No,
I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously, if you ask them, well, I'm exercising my First Amendment, but then from there, they don't get it. They don't get it. So.
Yeah, I would like to exercise my Fourth Amendment. You know, move freely without being harassed or molested.
Well, maybe not that part. But.
Yeah. Oh, well. Some more than others.
A little molested.
A little bit. Voluntary molested.
Yeah, so this is kind of a busy weekend going on, man. We got those protests going on. That was on Friday.
Right.
I know you guys were like murdering some video games.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude.
This weekend. I heard that
That's all I do.
Our boy Steven said you joined them in their little game that you guys are all online.
Dude, it was you would laugh your ass off. Like so me and Kenny are about the same
Kenny from
level.
the podcast.
We're about the same skill level. So we got Steven and Ian are really good.
And Kenny.
And then me and Kenny are just fucking clown shoes.
Was Andy there?
No, you only do up to 4.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't get to play with Andy.
Oh, okay.
But I think I have one other time. But yeah, it was basically just them two carrying us while me and Kenny were just nowhere to be found because we we're not good at the game, right? But we had fun. I mean, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
So
yeah,
was cool.
I don't know if I told you guys last week that I started a garden on my patio.
I think you mentioned that you're gonna start a garden.
Yeah. So I went down to.
Or did we all decide that as well?
Oh, check this out, dude. I think we all decided that too.
That's good.
So that day we went to Home Depot, right? It was a
6 feet motherfucker.
It was I want to say it was a Sunday.
Okay.
So we went to Home Depot and there was a line of probably 100 people, and everybody was social distancing 6 feet apart. People had masks on. Me and my wife decided, you know what? This is bullshit. We're not going to Home Depot. So we went across town to Lowe's. Parking lot was swamped. People were walking in and out of there like there was no such thing as a virus. Nobody had masks. Lowe's had a few hand sanitizers out, but they had been gone through.
How was Home Depot with that? Did you notice that they were wearing a lot of masks too? I just had
all that too.
They did have masks as well. But Lowe's wasn't.
But Lowe's was like 100% free market, baby. So we went in there. We went in there. We got our shit and got out. Neither of us got sick, and we started our garden. So I picked like 6 different plants plus mint, growing a tomato plant as well as basil. Shit, dude.
Cool.
That's badass.
It's all on my little 10-foot.
Yeah, you got to work with what you got,
patio.
right? Yeah, he's got a little patio. Yeah.
Well, I saw. So Corey was actually talking about him and his wife starting the garden, which he just mentioned here.
Matter of fact, Friday I saw him send me a picture of potting soil after the protest.
Oh, really?
Oh, happy birthday, Jen!
Happy birthday, Jen!
Happy birthday. Nice. So I kind of got motivated. Somebody posted a picture of the garden that they had made with the soil that they got, and so I'm like, all right, I got some soil ideas, and then I saw these little. It's a block that you can stack on top of itself, and it's basically intersecting on 4 corners. So you use them for the corner sections of your planter box.
Right.
So then you just put them in the ground, and then I just measure the boards out. I'm going to use these fence boards here.
Yeah, you were talking about that last time. Yeah.
and so I'll make some some
The standing
rectangle beds.
fence. boards.
Yeah, the standing fence boards.
Taking it, yeah. Cannibalizing it.
I'm gonna take the
Yeah,
fence off,
fuck yeah.
and then make some above ground.
Some
So I-
Alaskan wilderness survival techniques. You're like cannibalizing your property to make other things and
Yeah.
shit. That's kind of cool.
Jen says thank you. That's awesome.
Word.
But yeah, that kind of got me motivated, and then we started.
How does it feel to be 21? You drink now. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
We did. That kind of like motivated us to start a little like backyard project. So like I got an Amazon wish list. I've got some tiki torches. I've got some
Ooh.
citronella candles.
Damn,
I've
this
got,
fool.
bird feeders.
Turning into like a hippie now. I like it.
Dude, well, so all the citronella
Hippie with
stuff,
guns.
yeah, dude, the citronella
Fucking
stuff,
awesome.
like, cause it's all tiki
Freedom.
shit. We
Yeah.
all like that kind of
Right.
stuff.
Right.
But they're all. I'm gonna put citronella,
Right.
like bug bite guard
Yep.
or whatever in all of them
Yep.
because
Double whammy.
because Valerie
You light and you fuck off mosquitoes.
exactly, and she's extremely allergic to mosquitoes. Like they really like her for one, and then when she gets bit, it reacts really badly. So she got bit one
She's
time.
very
out here,
tasty in the mosquito world.
We, it's time to.
And once again, Val's sitting off to the side, so if you do hear a lady's voice, you'll know.
yeah.
It's not like God's disembodied voice. It's Valerie.
She says it's great to be 21 again.
Yeah, see?
Nice.
Told you. There you go.
So that motivated me seeing that soil, and like then we started like putting together like backyard ideas because this is going to be an excellent like place to hang out when all this shit's over, when we can have people over again.
Right.
Like I can't wait to put the fucking umbrella on that table and
Right,
get
right.
the grill going. And
Be excellent. to,
Yeah,
I'll set up
party
right
on
here
it.
with my
So
DJ
cool.
equipment.
Yep.
dude.
It's a cool backyard.
Oh, that'd be
And once
fun.
again, like if you haven't heard it before, we are outside. It looks like we're inside somewhere, but
yeah, this is all natural.
we're
light
waiting for
you're
Mr. Ed to pop his head through the door right there.
seeing.
Famous Mr.
Yeah, see, Corey,
Wilbur.
can't wait for a barbecue.
Yeah, dude, we got to do another one whenever we are
Good
allowed
time,
to.
man.
Well, not that would stop us, but
Right?
you know what the fuck I mean. Well, what we did it last year in either September or August, right? August. So we'll probably try to shoot for September, August again this year. Do another little Grim 86 barbecue.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yes, Bianca, and cookies.
We'll throw a cookie or two in there. I don't know. Val made some bomb ass chocolate chip cookies last week. Oh my god.
Ah!
Those things, I ate them all at one
Thank you.
time. There was like 10 of them. I felt like a fat, disgusting human being after that. I mean,
It was worth it though, right?
totally worth it. They were delicious.
So like last week, after
they
you,
were so good, I had to send Val a message thanking her for the
nice,
cookies.
nice. After Chris
Thank
took
you.
off last week after the the live stream, Valerie and Jamie were very generous and they brought out some very adult cheese.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
I'm not
man.
meaning weed. I'm meaning like just like high end cheese
Cheese.
and some crackers.
Oh,
and
that
we
was
just sat
so-
here eating, and it was like I feel very sophisticated. And then we started talking about wine, and yeah, it was very adult
It
of
was
us.
a very adult conversation.
Yeah, we felt very responsible and like
We all had
Yeah.
monocles immediately.
yes, immediately.
Yes.
Mm.
I had
Really big
I mean
mustaches.
spectacles on my face.
Whoops. Talk
Yeah.
about the
So anyways, it was
monster.
good, and it was pretty fun.
Yep.
It's kind of cool, something different.
Mhm.
And I
Yeah,
love
those-
cheese.
That
Cheese is
balsamic.
good.
We had a little party
Oh,
for
so good.
Andy this weekend.
Well,
Saturday.
with Andy,
With
not
Andy.
before. Yeah.
Well, yeah, with Andy. He got a promotion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Andy from
Yeah.
episode 5, he got
Yeah.
a promotion, and he barbecued some ribs, some tri-tip, sausages, a bunch of other stuff. Dude, his cooking was amazing.
It was off the hook.
I'm trying to
I'm not
get
even fucking kidding,
Kenny
dude.
from our podcast and Andy from episode 5. I tried to start a little rivalry on purpose with the ulterior motive of good barbecue. And I was like, he's better
Gotta
than
eat.
you. Oh, you guys should battle.
We're here
So-
to feed people.
I kind of was being devious, and I think I might have started a little cook-off that might happen. So,
Between Andy and who?
Kenny.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know.
right?
Maybe I'll throw my hat in there. I'm a pretty good cook.
You do not. Fucking
Just like that, Chris got uninvited. Just
that.
fucking kidding.
I thought you wanted to eat, but okay.
I do. Actually, I've never had anything Chris has cooked, so I have no idea what Chris does. I have no idea.
No idea.
Zero.
Yeah, well,
Zero.
congratulations, Andy. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
fucking
Andy
sweet,
had,
dude.
yeah.
Got a promotion in the government, so
Yeah, you got to take the good with the
Yeah,
bad.
it's
I
like-
guess. It's a
it's-
double-edged sword.
Yeah, it really is bittersweet for me.
I'm proud of them, but
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
what it is.
I mean, we all make a.
So what did
You
you, freedom fighters, when you finish your thought, but what did you, why, because we got to wait for you guys to type in, what did you guys do other than Corey starting a garden and protest? What else did you guys do during the weekend?
Yeah, how are you guys quarantining? So I was saying that. What was I saying anyway? I totally
Oh, I
forgot.
thought you were remember.
Did you
Sorry,
believe
Chris.
this? I'm totally sober right now. And I can't remember. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, okay. So Andy, it's bittersweet because and we all make our decisions in life and go through them and whatever. But we also all come to realizations sometimes, and I know that Andy's had a big realization, huge realization.
Well, yeah, you start and you do certain jobs or whatever, work for whoever,
Yeah,
and then later on
With
in
good
life,
motives,
we're
right?
talking
Yeah.
like 10 years down the road, you learn different things
yeah.
and understand that, oh, it's not the way I thought it was.
Yeah.
And so it is what it is, like it is what it is. There's nothing else to say about it.
You're
in my
always
opinion.
learning.
Yeah.
Yeah, you always.
So he's told me numerous times that he hates me because I made him think different and that he can't look at anything the same now. So he's like, you ruined everything for me.
Johnny.
It's like a thank you and I hate you kind of thing. And I'm like, you're welcome.
Well, that's actually a really good thing though, because there's a really big like problem with being able to turn it on that much inside someone's head that
Right.
makes them start critically thinking themselves instead of it's one thing to understand enough about something to be able to regurgitate what someone told you about it, but it's another thing to be able to understand the concept so wholly that you can explain it using different words entirely. And I think that's when like true understanding comes through.
Right.
It's like, yeah, I could do a book report on something and basically write what was in the book and put it on paper and it's a summary of the book. But, going into like why you think someone made a certain decision, you start talking about like moral philosophies and just philosophy,
Right.
And then it's like you instill a little bit of philosophy in someone.
Understanding the principles of what you believe in and why.
Yeah, exactly.
And all,
Then you start to forget what you think you know, and you start to
because no one wants to be wrong. You're totally right with
yeah.
what you just said, but
Pride
no one
thing.
wants to be wrong, right? Like even if they don't think they're prideful, they still think that they always know more than the other person. I did all the time when I was growing up. Like I always like, oh no, it's all about conservative values and small government and all this stuff. And then I even had a little flirt with the liberal stuff when I got really into punk rock for a while. I was like, oh yeah, this is all wrong. We should take care of everyone. It's like you go through these little phases, and then like as you get older, you kind of go to one side or the other a little bit more. And then I just kind of, like I said before, is the Patriot Act was my catalyst that like started me on this journey to become a libertarian and then become an anarcho-capitalist.
You're like, but I used to say all those good things about you guys,
Right,
and now
right,
you're gonna
yeah.
fuck me like that.
So one of the ways that with the situation about who we were just talking about is that you start out, for me personally, is I'll start out with simple things such as taxation is theft, or if they're a pro-gun guy, I can go from that angle, but I usually keep it pretty fucking simple. And you just get them once they understand that concept and the things that go around that and the Moy roads and all that.
Yeah.
Like when they can understand that concept and then they can grasp that, then you go on to the next, and then you can keep bringing it in. And that's kind of how I've always done it.
Right.
Danny says, "Nah, dude, ignorance is bliss."
Yeah.
He's like, "I don't want to know nothing."
Yeah. Well, I would say the exact opposite, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Innocence.
He's just joking.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah.
No, I know, but some people do actually believe that. Like, I know it's all bad, so I'd rather just not know.
Well, I mean,
anything.
it's
You know what I mean?
like that with taxes, right? People are like that. Like I don't want to have to go out there and put the work in myself, so the state can just take my money and do it for me. I mean, that's the same. That is the same mentality, that same mindset. We see across the board with status.
Yeah, and it seems, and it's
Like
like
a hands-off approach to being.
they're patting themselves on the back, is what it is. It's like,
purchasing-
well, I'm
purchasing,
helping because
yeah.
I'm paying taxes. It's like
They want to show that they're.
But it's
virtuous.
your duty.
Yeah.
it's
No,
not.
it's not a
No.
duty.
Fuck.
Rhymes with duty.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's like
They take more money. From us.
Taxes,
They
dick.
take more money from us now than in any other time in history.
course.
I mean, I know from my checks they take hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Dude, the
Yeah.
level of money that the government has spent during this quarantine
Yeah.
is unfucking believable.
And I always hear people say, "Oh, it's my money," and this is the realization again I came to is when you are say like you have $20,000 of debt, right? And somebody gives you $200. That money is not yours. That money was spent a long time ago,
Back
and you
to what you
created
owed.
the $20,000 of debt. Okay, so the money that you are getting is not yours. Your money's been spent a long time ago. You're actually spending the inheritance of future generations. That's the way I see it.
Well, that's if it goes into the government. Yeah.
Yeah, if you put it back into the same system.
Right.
If you put it into guns, it won't.
Yeah, you don't pay your taxes.
It'll all go back. I mean, I like my Christian values kept me a conservative for a lot of years.
That was how I was too
Yeah,
for a long time.
yeah.
Exactly.
And when I started to kind of move away from that and open up to other concepts and other ways of living my life, those values, those conservative values started to.
I'm going to
diminish.
interrupt him real quick.
Yeah.
So what happens is like, so for instance, if you believe in a libertarian anarcho-capitalist philosophy or school of thought, then basically you don't like when you're a Christian speaking and a conservative Christian at that, it means that you're using the same things that the Bible is talking about like help your fellow man, do all that. But then the government comes in and says, well, you can help us and we'll do the same thing. So you're kind of using that as like, oh, it's the same thing. Well, the difference is you're getting a gun pointed at your fucking head, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's different.
The difference is when you stop doing it, they point a gun at you.
Well,
Like,
sure,
as long
but,
as you're doing it,
but
we're all okay.
is really there a difference between a gun pointed at your head or a gun behind their back or holster?
No, there's no difference.
So it's the same thing.
Force is
But
force.
what I'm saying
Yeah.
is like you can be a Christian and be a libertarian. You can be a Christian and be an anarcho-capitalist. The difference is you understand that your principles in your religion or your thought in your religion and your beliefs, you are not projecting onto other people.
It's for
That's the
self-governance.
difference. So you can still be like, hey, this guy can do this guy can believe in this religion, this guy can do this, the person can get an abortion, this person can do whatever they want. Even if I personally don't believe it, I'm not controlling them. I can still win friends and influence people and persuade people or argue with people why my ideas are right, but yet I'm not forcing it on anyone, where that's what the government does. And that's where the right wing doesn't get it, that they're actually using government as their strong arm.
Right. And this is where the statement, my body, my choice, is so important. Because it's my body, it's my choice whether I go out, whether I wear a mask, whether I decide to stay home. It's my choice. And when you take that away from me, then you're going to have a very angry Chris, and I'm going to come for you. So don't do that.
Rawr.
Grr.
Watch the new Michael doc. Watch that new Michael doc. Michael Moore.
Michael Moore.
Oh, Michael Moore. He's got
Oh
a
God,
documentary
I wouldn't
out.
torture
Oh,
myself.
dude.
So
Oh boy.
yeah,
I wonder what it's about.
Michael Moore is he's very good at making something look a specific way.
yeah, that's a good way
I
of
will
saying
give
it.
him that
Yes,
credit.
Yes. Fucking taking my guns. Fuck him.
Mm-hmm.
But every documentary I've watched by him has been interesting though.
Yeah, no, yeah, he's great at what he does. His craft.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I love my favorite depiction of him ever is on Team America. If you haven't watched Team America, go watch it right now.
Bring it all down. Bring it all down. Like on a hot dog.
Yeah, same with Matt Damon and regards.
Matt Damon. I gotta watch that movie again.
Yeah, that's
I
a
haven't
great
seen
one.
that in so long.
Yeah, you gotta save everyone by blowing up everything.
Makes sense.
Well, South Park, they're libertarians, so.
Yeah, those fucking guys. They have that show has just
I want to see their whole COVID take.
Right.
it's
You
a,
know?
oh yeah, I'd love to see
Dude,
that.
that's
Oh yeah,
gonna
we've
be
been
fucking
talking
awesome.
about that. Me and Bo actually.
Great way
Can't
of
wait.
explaining Michael Moore, Jamie. Yeah. So okay, I'll tell you guys. I can't take credit for that. It is. I heard someone say that somewhere, but I can't think of a better way to describe him.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna hijack that.
I hate everything he does. It's always. Let's not talk about
That's
it.
literally.
I mean, dude, if you think about it, right? He's an Alex Jones. He's a Rush Limbaugh. He's just whatever his
Right.
mouthpiece is. Like he's just doing that. Right?
But he's a liberal, so it's okay for him to say the things he says.
well, to liberals, obviously, not to conservatives or libertarians.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that's every media, Daniel.
Just
but I'm
like Alex Jones, like people like Trump supporters like him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I mean, and Rush Limbaugh or Sean Hannity or whoever, right? It's always going to be whoever their audience they're catering to them, right?
Yeah.
Just like we don't really have an audience, but we cater to generally fucking libertarians and anarcho-capitalists, right? That's like if you
Freedom
believe in that,
fighters.
yeah, well, sure. But I mean, that's what we are, right? We're
Yeah.
all libertarians / anarcho-capitalists.
And that just simply means that we believe in the non-aggression principle,
Self-ownership.
and as well as a free market and a world without a central government. That's all it means. Doesn't mean
government.
we're gonna burn down everybody's neighborhood and
Yeah, we're not Antifa. Oh, that was another one.
yeah, we're not. Antifa.
Corey got called
That's right.
Antifa on a message board or on a what was it? A comment, I think it was. Elaborate if you're still listening, Corey. That was hilarious. Or if you want to.
TJ says Bill Burr said it. What I think.
Bill Burr?
I don't
Maybe.
think it was Bill Burr because when I had heard that, I mean, this
It
is
does sound like you might have heard it from him though, just
Maybe.
because you like Bill Burr. That's
quite
all.
possibly.
That was the only reason why.
I have ingested so
Mhm.
much
Yeah,
of that,
yeah,
that content
right.
that it's probably
Yeah.
likely that
What
a
about-
lot of the things I say are.
What
from
about the
Bill Burr.
UFO shit that just came out? You guys hear
I
anything
haven't
about
seen.
that?
I have not seen any.
See, I only heard a little bit, like third hand kind of thing, like through like Joe Rogan and things like that. I didn't
Right.
really like
I haven't
actually
seen
look
it.
into
I
it. 'Cause I
watched-
just didn't care.
I watched an article,
Read an
read an
article,
article, watched the little video that was on it. Like I got to see the footage that they're showing us, but it's like it's declassified like military FLIR footage. It's like horribly unclear. So like it's more helpful to just read the article than it is to watch the video because like they're like, yeah, it was going like I don't know 200 miles an hour and it was like 50 feet above water, and then there was another time where it was spotted somewhere else, but like it definitely seemed to be something that was moving, but like it's just like a fucking black dot. Like you can't see. I don't know. It's just
the whole thing is just
the government can't do anything
It's
right.
very suspicious the timing that this got released as well. Like what?
The photos are stupid.
Hornets, viruses, aliens. It sounds
Oh
like
my.
a fucking
China.
joke. It sounds like a joke, dude. It sounds like something you would read.
Yeah,
in the
since
Inquirer.
this year started, like if you went through everything that's happened
I
this
think
year,
we're
it
being
sounds like a
punked.
bad
I really do.
fucking sci-fi movie.
Ashton Kutcher's
We're
gonna come
being
out of
right.
the bushes and be like, "Ah,
just kidding. No virus.
Y'all
Dude.
got punked.
A virus, hornets, and then
What was it? There
aliens.
was fires at the beginning of the year, wasn't there, or something? Like there
Yeah.
was.
Was there?
Well, and then
Oh,
after
Australia, right?
And then, yeah, and then there was another thing. I can't.
Kobe
Even,
Bryant died.
who was it?
Kobe Bryant.
I don't give a shit. There was like big things, like I mean, like
World
things
War
that
III.
actually.
Rip Kobe.
What was the other things? Do you remember?
World War III.
World War III. That was the
that's
big
right.
one.
Wars,
It
rumors
was
of
gonna
wars,
be the end of
plagues,
the world.
famines.
It
All
sounds
these
like
things must come
Trump and
into.
Mhm.
What was it? What is it? I wish I knew the whole.
we're playing
It's a
fucking
biblical
Mad
quote.
Libs with 2020. What's the next one? Hornets,
Yeah.
aliens.
Killer
Yeah.
bees.
Like what?
This is recycled from the 80s. You killer bees.
Ridiculous. Oh yeah, you said R.I.P. Kobe.
Yeah.
I heard a really really funny joke making fun of his death, and I'll tell it for you guys. So
Yeah. This is the Grim 86
so
Reverse
so
podcast.
in Call of Duty, it was said that
Oh, Jesus Christ.
they're all in a helicopter.
Mhm.
You fit forward in a helicopter.
Yep.
The pilot is flying it. He yells Kobe, and then he just crashes it into a building and kills all of them.
Oh my god. That is fucking
That is
horrible.
awesome.
I can, like I know it's bad, but I
I'm-
can't.
I'm
I
laughing.
can't,
I mean,
dude.
it is funny.
Kobe.
Hot.
Fucking awesome.
I heard one. I don't remember it, dude. But it had to do with something about NBA Jam, and he's on fire. So
Like when they slam dunk and shit. Yeah.
yeah, he's on.
CH Bauer said I was part of Antifa due to the truth. or I told the truth on what it seems protest. He didn't like what I had to say. The cops acted like Nazis, and he said I lied or something. Oh, so he was just trying to cover his own ass, basically, or trying to cover up for his
Deflect it.
for his thin blue balls.
Yeah, I didn't see anyone that looked like they were Antifa at that fucking protest. Like,
No, they all look like Trumpers.
Yep.
All of them.
And like I said, that was one of our main reasons for not wanting to do it.
Mm-hmm.
We just didn't want to get lumped in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have never seen Antifa make themselves look good doing anything. How do people? Like, I don't understand how they grow. It's like ICP started the Juggalos, right?
Yeah.
And militarize the Juggalo.
And like, I'm less afraid of that group than I am of Antifa. Like, just with the like, at least the Juggalos, like, they all love each other, right?
Mhm.
Fucking Antifa,
Well, they got a
mean to
community.
everyone.
They got a thing going.
Yeah, but there's just like, fuck, dude, I've never seen Antifa do anything but harass people.
Yeah. Even when I've seen their videos and shit when they're armed up and shit, they are a joke.
Bullies, dude.
They're
That's all
fucking
they are.
joke.
I hate bullies, man.
They had a bunch of different like people on YouTube like trolling them too. Like, we are here part of the Antifa resistance force, and wearing like masks sideways or underwear over their face and hoods. Remember that? It was like a
Yeah.
big thing for
They
like,
were wearing their
yeah.
boyfriend's underwear. On
I think it
their
was
face.
right when Trump got elected. Is that they were like, everyone was like, "We're here to resist the resistors," and they're just totally making fun of them. Like, everyone was doing it.
Resisting
Fucking
the
idiot.
resistors.
Oh my god. I just remember when they first started coming out, I remember that like I don't know, it was a woman, I think, in a gun store, and she's in there complaining about, oh, you can't be selling these weapons to like civilians or something. I don't know, it was something just very, very anti-gun. And then they like had a stack of like Bibles or something that you could take like at this gun store in a religious part of the world,
Country,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. You just like, I guess you could take a Bible. They had like take a Bible, leave a Bible right at the door, so you could take one. And she like took them all and then went outside and started throwing them onto the roof or some shit. It's like, what are you doing? That's not. I don't know what you're protesting. I don't know what you're protesting. Like, you're just being an asshole. You're just throwing books on a roof. I have no idea what's happening.
Well, that's what commies do. They either throw the books or they burn them. So, I mean, it makes sense. Anything that has to do with any kind of like control other than state control is what Antifa is about. Taking the control away from other groups and giving it to the government.
Well,
they're anarcho-communist.
Well, isn't Antifa
Well,
anti-fascist?
they want state control.
Yeah, but they're
They want
anarcho-communists is
state
what they
control.
are.
Oh, okay. I thought they were
Which
just
we've already talked about on this
That's
before.
a fake title.
Yeah, exactly.
There's
It
no
doesn't
such
make
thing.
sense.
Anarcho-communism.
No.
We've talked about this on the show a couple times. It's like, how does that a collective
Jumbo shrimp.
Yeah.
It's kind of an oxymoron.
right?
A thunderous silence.
Yep.
That's all I got. That's all the
Yeah.
oxymorons I know.
Yeah, me too.
Speaking of guns, we got the ones we bought. Only took 16 days. Ooh. That's not bad, though, all things considered. It was going to take you 10 regardless, right?
Mhm.
And then it only took you an extra 6 days.
Not too much more.
Yeah, for the processing. Or for pandemic processing times, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, I finally got my new laptop bag in that I'm going to use for. Oh, actually, you want to just grab that? It's a little
Mhm.
molly bag. I can just share it here. Thank you.
Mhm.
I just picked up this from Wintook is the brand, and it's a laptop bag. 'Cause I didn't actually have a laptop bag for the laptop that we're using, and you see I got my radio with my big old blade antenna on there. It fits kind of nice. I'm gonna make this like my mobile radio programming
Radio
station.
kit
Yeah,
thingamajig.
but it's my laptop bag will be in here with my whatever stuff and make it like my EDC bag. That was kind of nice. I needed one that would fit the laptop comfortably.
This is what you got. So it shoots block.
Oh, dude,
Just so you know.
Corey, that's sick, man.
I showed him the picture of what you got, Corey.
Which Wait, so that means that if you got a hold of some 30s, they can fit in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
If you
33,
legally acquired
33.
them in the state of California through the grandfathering them in, or you got them during the Freedom Week.
Because there is no other way.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, this is my little
So that's
Molly
cool.
bag.
Yeah, so he's like always been programming everyone's radios and stuff like that. I know Corey had questions about it. I did send him what it was. And
Oh, yeah, radio
yeah,
questions?
the information of kind of what we were using.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, if we do our barbecue soon, then bring it over, and at least you can get the family radio stuff all programmed in on your walkies, so that you can talk point to point.
Are you going to send it to me on Facebook, Corey? Or are you going to send it in the chat? Because I don't think I can edit this chat. Can I?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I can. I can. Corey, if it's shady or something, just send it to me on Facebook. Don't put it. Yeah, don't put it in the.
If it's freedom, send it to him
Yeah, if
privately.
it's freedom, private message.
That's crazy how we have to hide our freedom, right?
Fucking cool, dude.
Yeah, I'm stoked about it.
Insane,
So what I was getting at was that bag. It came 3 days late because of this whole thing.
Mm.
So I went in there to go find out what was going on because I didn't get a shipping label, or it hadn't get I hadn't got a shipped notification a day after or a day before it was supposed to be.
Yes,
showing up.
Corey. Yes. I just showed him the picture.
I saw it too. That's
And
primo.
I went onto the app and it was like basically they're saying that some of the estimated delivery times might be delayed because they're actually prioritizing things like medical supplies and masks and things like that for that of that nature. So it's to wait 3 extra days and then you can contact them after that. So I did. I just waited because I know the intricacies of online shopping and shipping and receiving. And then, yeah, sure as shit, on the 3rd day it showed up, and it didn't even. It said like before 9 p.m., but it showed up like regular afternoon time when the mail normally comes. So
Check.
Yeah, they always give you that window.
Check this out. So we have not received a disruption in any packages that we've ordered, right? Except for anything that comes in the U.S. mail. That's the only thing that we have a problem with.
Interesting.
We have to go down to
So in
the
other
post
words,
office.
FedEx and UPS are fine.
Free
but
market's
the
doing good.
Postal Service
Or
is
private
no,
market.
the
private
federal,
market. The corporate market is doing okay, I guess.
the socialist mail is.
Yeah.
not working. So
Yeah, socialist mail sucks, dude. Somebody just posted something like
I
that
did.
too. There's,
On our page.
there's 2 boxes. There's a
There's
FedEx.
three
Three.
mailboxes, and they show the United States Postal Service ones all rusted out and all fucked up, and the UPS FedEx are all clean and cherry.
private ownership.
That was on the Gourmet 6 page.
That's how it goes. That's the,
Yeah,
I-
I've tried to post. I don't know if you guys there like have noticed like a lot of the posts are not necessarily about what's going on. Like it's still being true to the fundamentals that we all believe in. Like so we could be talking about property rights and other things, not just this pandemic nonsense. So
yeah.
a lot of the posts will be about that, but I would say at least 50% are not.
Mhm.
Well, that's all part of
Even moonshine, like I've had ones about that in the last 2 weeks.
That's all kind of like part of the message, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was just saying that there's a lot of libertarian pages. If you go scroll through them, it's like 99% all pandemic
Yeah,
related.
whatever the hot
Where
topic
I'm
is,
trying to
right?
be
Yeah.
like across the board
Yeah.
with what we've always talked about.
That's.
Just so you guys know, that's what
I
I've been
just
trying
don't
to
believe
do.
in feeding into the narrative, man.
Exactly,
It's just,
but not ignoring it either.
Yeah.
So that's what I've kind of tried to reflect in what we have on our page.
Right.
What were
I
you
guess-
saying before?
I guess there's a funny origin story of that pick, of the item in that pick.
Okay.
When we do,
Oh,
barbecue,
okay.
you'll be able to tell us.
All right.
That'll be awesome.
Teleportation's weird.
Teleportation.
I've done it.
Yeah, we know. Time travel's weird.
It is. I was gonna warn you guys about this whole pandemic thing.
Yeah, you way to go, asshole.
Sorry, man. That would change world history.
Right?
Wait till you see what's coming.
Oh, fuck
shit.
you. Oh shit. So anything else going on, guys? Like
Not a whole lot, man.
we got the main
You know,
points that we
I
really
just
wanted.
really
to
wanted
cover.
to emphasize the Operation Betty. You know, I really I really believe in this, and it's something that's
So explain it again if anyone joined
Close
us
to my
right now,
heart.
like real
So-
quick.
we've started Operation Betty, and what we're going to do is we created these $10 ration bags, and in the ration bags we have
Soups, water,
soups, water,
granola bars.
stuff to hold you over for a couple of days.
And it costs us $10. We're not charging $10.
Yeah,
for it.
yeah. Free delivery.
So we went out and bought all these items. We come up with this $10 bag that we're going to distribute to anybody, any elderly or senior citizen who needs food or supplies. We're going to go out. We're going to deliver this stuff. It's free of charge to them. Now, this is how you guys can help us. You guys can help us by visiting Venmo at Operation Betty and donating $10 and adopting a senior citizen.
And you'll see Chris's name too, so
Yeah.
you'll understand that.
Yeah, you'll see my name, Christopher Melendez.
And it's all going to that.
Yeah.
It's Operation Betty is one word, capital O, capital B.
It's at Operation Betty. So make sure you get that at sign in there and contribute so you can help out. And my main goal here is to feed people, but at the same time, hope that we start some kind of movement where people just go out and start doing stuff voluntarily without being urged by state and local and federal
Government.
entities. Yeah. So, go out and take care of the vulnerable in our community.
And we're
Yeah.
targeting mostly Morgan Hill, San Martin, and Gilroy area right now. We
Right.
could go slightly out of that area, but we want to keep it
Yeah,
kind
we're
of
gonna
close
keep it
because we have
South
a
Bay.
budget.
Yeah, we're going to keep it South Bay, Santa Clara County. So we'll be serving this area. I hope that you guys get on board with it, that we have a big, strong push. We're going to show the world what freedom fighters and Grim
hell-
86 are all about.
And if you're in a different area and you want to do it under what we're doing, let us know and we can.
Yeah, well,
If you're in a different area,
we'll help you come up with the package that you could deliver.
Right. at least share the information that
Once
we're
things
using.
gain ground, maybe we could supply some stuff for people outside of our area. But for right now, let's get this thing rolling. That's all I care about, getting it moving.
And if you know anyone that needs it too, let us know. Message us on the Grim 86 page.
Remember, Operation Betty, serve.
Oh, Corey says he's going to donate $100.
Nice,
There you
Corey.
Holy shit.
We're going to do this, man. Thank you, sir.
That's 10 more bags right
Yep,
there.
that's 10 more
Fuck,
bags,
okay.
man. We're going to do this, man. I'm telling you, I have this desire in my heart to get this done. And from what I've been told, anything that I put my heart into is going to get done.
Big
So,
thanks, Corey, if you do that.
Thank you, Corey. Man,
Hey,
it's
even if you don't,
super
thank you for all the support you've given us so far.
Yeah. I'm just hoping this will catch on and people start doing it in their own communities and start taking care of people voluntarily.
Yes, Bianca, any senior you adopt, you can take to bingo once this is all over.
Yes.
Yep.
That would be really cool, actually. Can you imagine showing up to bingo?
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, it's geared towards that. But if there is someone that needs anything and we have the resource, obviously, to do it, we'll do that.
We don't want anybody to suffer.
But we
So
definitely are targeting the elderly.
let's try and
that's what
take
we
care of the
want.
elderly
Yeah.
first. But if you need help or somebody needs help,
Point us in the direction.
yeah, we'll take care of as many people as we can.
Mhm.
I don't want anybody to suffer, and I don't want to see anybody.
So also on a side note, just during this time, I've noticed how different groups of friends have come together, and I'm speaking out of personal experience, but they've come together and they've helped feed each other,
Mhm.
help do a bunch of stuff, and there ain't no government involved. Even from the freedom end of the firearms and the fun stuff, the hobbies and things to do during this time. Outside of video games, things that actually would require other people to help out do things. I've seen all of my friends rise up and hey, let's do this together, let's do that together, even from a bonfire. I mean,
Mhm.
it could be anything, even booze, right? Just anything. I've seen everyone come together and do this and not oh yeah, I hang out with my friends once a month, we get together or something like that. I mean, I've been seeing this almost on a daily basis.
It's
And,
about taking care of our community, but not only that, but our friends and family. I mean, that to me is one of those things that
Hey-o.
should be on people's heart.
6 feet.
But we know, right now, it's the extra heightening of emotions,
Mhm.
But I don't want to do things out of that kind of.
That was
spirit.
funny as fuck.
That was good. So Danny says, if you guys are feeling generous, you can donate to me because I need a new CPU because I think I'm throttling my new RTX 2080 series. Well, if you didn't spend all your fucking money on a 2080, maybe you could buy a new chip, you prick.
Damn, I got broke off by Jamie.
What chip do you have, man?
That's horrible. He needs a new. We need to.
We need a new computer for the podcast.
Yeah, we don't even. We're on this
Dude, we're
old
broke, bro.
laptop.
Yeah. None of us are working either.
Yeah.
Well, I'm working.
Well, yeah. Jamie,
We're working. I'm just
Jamie's
kidding.
essential.
I'm just
super. That's funny. Yeah, I've been like messing around with gaming like for the like all weekend. I got a new computer from a friend of mine, and all I had to do was buy a hard drive for it.
nice.
So, what that means is I'm going to have a smaller, I think even more powerful computer than mine now in my room. I'm going to take my big fucking annoying one and put it into the computer room when we get that set up, so I can have like a little computer with just one monitor in my room, so it doesn't take up all this space, and then have my gaming rig like somewhere else. You know, we'll see what I end up doing it, but hopefully we'll be able to maybe use one of those to
Podcast
use as a podcast
or something.
computer.
Yeah, exactly.
i7 6700. The 6700 is still a good chip though. You're not the 6700. How fast is that? A 3.2 or 3.4?
How much porn is on your computer? I found in the past I've had to delete a lot of stuff, and then all of a sudden it moves normal.
Yeah, all of a sudden it started moving again, right?
The old TMP.
I don't know that much about computers, but I know a little.
It's too much porn. The TMP error. 3.5 gigahertz. Look at your RAM speed, man. I don't think your CPU is going to be bottlenecking. I don't know. I'd have to see what it's doing. Do you run benchmarks or Furmark, or do you use like CPU ID or CPU Z or anything to like look at your voltages and stuff? Because you can see the like what the voltage multipliers are, and you can also see what the temperature cores are. So you can see if it's maybe it's thermal throttling. Maybe you need to re-grease your CPU, because if you haven't done that in a couple of years, you could just be thermal throttling. Maybe you're not cold enough and it's getting too hot and it's locking itself at a lower clock speed. So that could be happening because the 6700 is new enough to have the thermal throttling, I think. I was half kidding. I know you were. I'm half kidding too. I'm just giving you a hard time. Carlene says.
But I wasn't about the porn.
Says I. Hi, Carlene. Thank you
Hello,
for coming
Carlene.
in and
Oh, I know
commenting.
Carlene. She's one of my Facebook friends.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hmm.
It's running good. Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, 6700 was a gaming chip. Like I remember that being like the sixth generation i7. That was a good one. I'm running a 3930 in my current computer, so a third gen i7. Who downloads porn? What the fuck? You just stream it, right? I'm gonna get myself another drink. I'll be right back. All right.
See what's going on here.
So right now I got a message on Facebook that on May 6th, Wednesday, at 5:30, they're doing in Gilroy a question and answer city hall about the virus.
Oh my god, dude, let's go crash it. My hometown? Holy shit, dude. That would be awesome.
That's crazy.
We should just show up with like 200 people, dude.
Carlene says, I love the idea of the ration bags. Is there a way to donate to the cause? Absolutely. Carlene, it's through Venmo. I'll put it in the chat here for you, but the tagline is at Operation Betty. It's all one word. And when you type that in, you will see Chris's name show up. So you'll know that that's the one that it's associated with, but it's Operation Betty. It's all one word. And it's a capital O, capital B. I don't know if it's case sensitive, but that's how it is.
It's not case sensitive.
And yeah, you just go, you open the app up, and then you hit in the top left, there's the 3 lines or 3 dots, the cheeseburger. You click that, and then you say search people, and then you click that, and then you just start typing it in, and they'll pop up.
Can we make when we're done, can we make a post that'll show the link?
Yeah.
On the page.
Yeah, actually, the one I put out earlier.
Is it on our page?
Yeah, I put it on our page too.
So that it would be on our feed.
Yeah, it's actually on
With
our
the
feed,
link,
but
right?
It's Operation Betty Venmo.
So on our page, on our news feed, it'll be there.
Are you finding the user? Are you finding Chris on there, Corey? HPA code or whatever it's called. Yeah, Corey, I think that's how it works.
Yeah, if you don't have Venmo, I think you have to download the app, and then you're able to transfer. I'm really excited about this, man. I really hope everybody gets on board with it, and we're able to serve a lot of people.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, we need more volunteers out there in the world helping people.
Steven said it worked for him. Thank you, Steven.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steven.
Always there, man.
Yeah.
Steven is one of the first dudes that like comes in and he's like, "Oh, you got new merch? I'll take one."
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you guys taking donations?
He was the first
Oh,
one to
we
buy
wanted
merch.
to
help. Yeah.
He was our
Yeah.
first. That's the only one we do know. He was our very first
I think even with the
shirt and hat.
when we were testing out the overlay system,
Mhm.
I'm like, yeah, maybe if one of you guys donates $1, Deadpool will show up. And like immediately Steven's like, boop, and then Deadpool popped up, and I was like, dude, he's just financially, he's been the one that just is the first one in the water every time.
Mhm.
And so for that, I mean, I can't thank you enough, man. That's awesome.
Thank you guys. Man, this is
And if Steven just came in late, he said Jamie said he enjoyed playing video games with you this last week.
Oh yeah, dude. That was so funny. I was telling him how it was like you and Ian just running the game and me and Kenny just being fucking clown shoes.
Nice.
That was me. Wait, what? That was me.
Danny was the first.
Oh, Danny was the first one.
Was the first one on the the overlay? Was it
Yeah.
Danny? I think you're right. All right, Danny, you're right. Danny was the first one I think to activate the overlay. You're right. Okay, my bad. But I think Steven
got the
was
shirt.
was the first one to buy merch,
And the
and
hat.
then the first one to donate for the grab bags.
And our other boy Steven still rocks his Grim 86 hat at his place of business. He's a cashier.
Yeah,
He still rocks that.
I know. I love it when I see him wearing that. It's
Out
so
in the
cool.
wild.
Yeah,
It's cool.
it's really cool to see something that you made and like someone else wearing it. I'm like, this is fucking sweet. And then likewise, like when TJ, like he unfortunately hasn't got to see like any of us really wearing it unless he sees it on the show. But like, yeah,
The logo.
people have bought his logo too. Yeah,
Mhm.
spent good money on it.
We got
Okay.
Thank
tons
you,
of
Carly.
good feedback about it too.
Yeah.
Carlene says, great, thanks. I'll look into it in a few. I will be off work soon. Thank you, Carlene. That's awesome.
Yeah, and if you have any questions, just you can always reach out to one of us, and we should be able to help you out. It's it should just be as easy as just getting a hold of the app, and then the app itself is pretty intuitive.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as we start getting the names coming in, we'll go out there and we'll make some videos for you guys so you guys can see what we're doing and how we're distributing this stuff. I know that the senior center here in Gilroy, they have lunch prepared for seniors. So then that's Monday through Friday. So let people know that as well, you guys out there. Maybe you guys could find like local senior centers in your area and let people know that there's food being distributed. Also,
There's a lot of
know-
churches too.
I know that there's churches, but also the senior center here is working with one of the like Second Harvest Food Bank to distribute extra groceries to people too. So
Check your Venmo.
yeah,
And we also know that at this
my
current
folks
point,
did.
that there is over 20% of the U.S. population is unemployed now.
Yeah,
So we might have to do it for other people as
Yeah.
well. That's why we wanted to keep
Yeah,
that in
so-
mind. Even though our target is the elderly, the seniors, like we can still help out other people if they need it.
I think so. What I can help with this too is part of my collaboration with you guys. What we can do is I'll make a Google Doc. So so here's how it'll go. When you guys want to contact us, if you don't have one of our personal phone lines or Facebooks or whatever, just go through the Grim 86 Facebook. Just send us a PM or a DM, whatever the kids
DM,
call it
yeah.
nowadays, and send us. So if you have a person, a senior citizen that you want us to go pay a visit to and deliver food,
Or anyone.
or anyone, right? go ahead and send us their name and their phone number and their address if you have all those things. And then what we'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll put it into a document, like a spreadsheet. And then what we'll do is we'll go down that list and we'll contact them and find out, hey, like this is when I'm available. Are you available then? Where, you know, and we'll leave notes in there saying like what kind of curbside do they want. Curbside, do they want leave it at the door? You know what?
How they want it.
How they want us to do it. Masks, you know, because we have to be prepared to like. I mean, if
Well,
they
I
want
think
us
that
to-
me and Chris will probably just rock gloves and mask anyways. Just that way, we'll keep it simple.
Okay.
When we roll up, we'll just do something.
Yeah,
like
and
that.
we won't need. I don't think we need any other like. We won't need shoe coverings or anything because we're not going to be going in. And
not going in. Yeah, we won't do that.
So,
no matter what.
Literally just dropping it off at your
Yeah.
door if we. That's possible.
Okay, yeah. So you send us the info on the Grim 86 Facebook. Make sure you got a name, phone number, and address because we need to know how to find them. We need to know how to contact them so we can tell them when we're coming. And then I'll take it from there. I'll file it away into I'll make a document that you guys can access, and you'll be able to pull it up on your phone, and you can just check them off as you go down the list.
That sounds great. Man.
Sweet. I'll be the admin. Get the I'll be the paper pusher.
No, man, we want you to be the sexy model. Man.
Well, no, you got to push. Was it pencil pushing or whatever from Predator?
Yeah.
He goes,
Yeah.
Dylan, you son of a bitch.
What's the CIA got you
Pencil.
pushing too many pencils?
Yeah.
You got pencils. So there's this guy I play with on the Division. He does the most amazing Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation I've ever heard in my life.
It's probably a soundboard.
No, it's not, dude. Because I asked him to say different things, and he'll say them
Right then and there.
right then and there, dude. The guy used
It's
to
not hard to do an
the-
Arnold impression.
No, dude, it sounds exactly
Everyone
like him.
can do it.
This guy used to call into radio stations and pretend to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like that.
Interesting.
That's how convincing he was. Dude, when he started going, because I was doing my shitty impression of Arnold, right? And like he's like, that sounds pathetic. Like he was like, that doesn't sound like me at all. And it sounded exactly like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Dude. It was amazing.
It is Arnold Schwarzenegger. He plays with a
Yeah.
voice
It all,
set on. Like,
yeah.
so he sounds like a 12-year-old or something. He's always that annoying kid that everyone hates, but then he turns it off and it's the Governator.
Maybe I should get him to call in one day when we're live and
Speakerphone it.
Yeah,
That'd
do
be
Arnold
funny.
Schwarzenegger. Yeah. Talk to Arnold about the virus and what he like.
Corey says, okay, it went through. Thank you, Corey, and thank you, Steven. His phone's dead. We'll check on that
You guys
in a moment.
are the best. Man.
Yeah, right after we get off, we'll go through it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
All right.
cool. Yeah.
Anything
Without,
else?
I mean, unless you guys want me to talk about all my retro gaming shit.
Go for it. Yeah. Talk
Yeah.
about
Oh
it
yeah,
for a minute.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so wait,
You want me to hold that up for you?
I'll bring it over here. Yeah.
so we got here today, and Jamie on his computer has retro games from the
N64.
90s,
Yeah.
N64, and he is able to play them on his laptop, which is totally amazing. He opened up GoldenEye and
Perfect Dark.
Perfect Dark, 2 titles I have not played in years. So many memories, so much nostalgia. At one time, it was sickening. I had to go throw up a little bit
Dear.
and come back and.
So one thing that we'll do after we're done recording is we'll just go through and we'll just boot up some of the classics because just listening to like the loading screen is like so fucking sick. So anyway, here's what it is. I got a couple different emulators because I kind of got a hair at my ass this weekend too. What I really wanted to do was figure out a way to play Perfect Dark with a mouse and keyboard. And it turns out there is actually a dedicated emulator just for GoldenEye and for Perfect Dark that like you can play some other games on, but you should just go out and get a different emulator for that. Like I'm using Project 64 to emulate all the other games. So what I do is I have, this is an Xbox 360 controller, and back in the Xbox 360 days, these controllers are wireless no matter what. Even if you have the plug and play charge kit, which plugs into here and then plugs into your Xbox, if this was dead, you still couldn't use it with that because all that cable did was charge it. It doesn't transfer data.
Right.
So like this had to be charged up enough to be able to turn on so that way the wireless function would work. So what I have is this thing, which is very, very outdated too, but this is a wireless Xbox 360 receiver. So it basically lets me use Xbox 360 accessories on my computer. Now they do have a newer version of this. It's a little tiny like memory stick, but it's for like the Xbox One controller, the Xbox One X controller, and that kind of stuff. So you can use even the newest generation of Xbox accessories. But this was cool back because I never had a 360, but I did have a couple of these things because of my computer. And one cool thing was I could also use the little wireless earpiece
Oh, nice.
that you use for the Xbox. And what I liked about that is I could set that up as a separate output device through my computer. So I'd have my Ventrilo would be up, which is like Discord. It's kind of like now it's a voice server that you and all your friends join so you can play a game that doesn't have like in-game chatting. And so what I did is I made all of my in-game like the radio basically go to the earpiece, but all my game sound still came through the speaker. So it was like I was actually wearing a radio. Only I could hear it, and the mic was like connected to it.
That's
So it was
pretty
like it was
cool.
like actually having a headset. Like it's pretty cool. But yeah, so I was working on mapping out this controller, getting that to work. I did get GoldenEye and Perfect Dark to work with the mouse and keyboard, which is absolutely insane. And then the other system I've been working on, because I found it not too long ago, just last year, I found my PlayStation Portable, and it still works. And it's like this. I had so much fun with this when I was younger, and then now, like you can do soft cracks for these, and then you can just download all the ROMs for it. So it's like you can. There's like no limit to what you can do, and apparently there is ways to do also like Nintendo 64 and PlayStation and other
On there.
old retro consoles on here. So I'm gonna try to look into that and see if I can sort of get a
Okay.
portable handheld thing.
So how much memory does that hold? You know?
I have a 128 gig card in it.
Oh, you have a card in it.
Yeah, because it's
Oh, nice.
originally it took the Memory Stick Duo.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no,
didn't
it's
know that.
all flash. So like it originally took this Sony shaped it was called I think an MMC card or a Duo MMC, something like that. It was a Sony brand. It was proprietary. Now the thing is you could just go out and buy a freaking micro SD. This is a 120 like you get for your phone. I got it for like $40. And then now this is bigger. This is like the maximum size card you could get when I got this was 8 gigs.
Oh
This is
wow!
128.
Wow!
And that 8 gigabyte fucking Sony card, my girlfriend
It starts
at the
shaking
time,
and smoking when it's in there, but it's good.
my yeah, the girl I was dating at the time bought it for me, and it was like a $200 memory card
Oh wow!
for an
Wow.
8
Yeah,
gigs.
I remember that.
And then
I
this
remember that.
was like $40 for 128. It's just like how the times change, you know. And then so that you get a little adapter, and then you can pretty much fit every game that was ever created for this on here. So it's like, all right, sweet.
So how much space does each game? What is the file size of each game?
It can't be. I think it's like maybe 4 gigs at the max.
Oh, really? Wow.
I think because those they were like little DVDs.
Mhm.
They couldn't
can
have
hold them.
more than a couple of. I mean, no, an actual DVD was only 4 gigs, 4.7, I think, and then so a smaller DVD would have to be at least only 2.
Mhm.
So I don't know, depending on what kind of compression they use or whatever. But
right.
What I'm getting at is
Like
the
old
file
school
sizes are really tiny.
Metal
right?
Militia sticker on the back there. That's so old. Badass. Yeah, so that's what I've been working on.
Yeah.
Turning this little laptop into like kind of a retro gaming system. I'm going to probably order a couple of USB N64 controllers because there's some games that I want to play in here. Like I was playing Tony Hawk 3 earlier, and like it's so hard to do it without using an actual N64 controller.
Well, that kind of game I could see you'd want a controller for.
Mhm.
You know,
Well, you need the right one because it's kind of hard to get this mapped out to what it's supposed to be in
Right.
that game because they're not.
Right. Well,
There's
it's
just not
different-
enough buttons. Like,
it's a different platform.
Yeah.
too, totally.
So there's a card, what is it? A memory card that people are selling on Facebook, and it has like 500 games on it, and it comes with a little controller about this big for the original 8-bit Nintendo.
Mhm.
So all the 8-bit Nintendo games are on this card. You plug into your TV.
Yo, dude, that's what I was telling you about earlier. That's just a
And-
Raspberry Pi.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
could build those.
yeah. So I mean,
Yeah. We could build those.
and it,
We sell them
it
at-
comes with the actual
we-
Nintendo controller, like the original.
Yeah, well, we can
Is
just,
it
we can just
controller?
get those off Amazon, you know.
Yeah.
But like so basically that little box is a Raspberry Pi, and then it's inside just a little case that fits that motherboard. The rest is like you just plug it into a computer and then program it, make it do all that stuff.
Right.
So like We sell those at my work. I could just buy Raspberry Pis and then buy the boxes that they go in, and we could just fucking start just make those for ourselves. That'd be so sick. That'd be so sick.
Let's do it.
Grim 80 it's not even. There's like you could just
86
go onto another YouTube video and find a very detailed instruction set on how to do it.
Or we could do it for you and you could pay us. I mean, either way.
Free market. We'll see. Well, nobody's talking anymore, so I think I've thoroughly bored everybody. So this might be a good place to go ahead and end that.
All right. So once again, do a real quick thing about
real
the food.
quick. Operation Betty is in full effect. We got our freedom fighters on board now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna feed a lot of people, starting with the elderly. $10 ration bags. You guys will sponsor. We'll go out and do the work. Collect
The deliveries and
collect the food,
and put the bags together.
put the bags together, and get them out to the people in our community who need help the most.
Dot Spreadshirt.
Oh yeah, so if you guys are looking to get some Grim 86 merch, you can go to shop.spreadshirt.com/Grim86, and you can pick yourself out a shirt. The most recent shirt that I put up there has something to do with it says, "If I can slap you, which I will, you're too close." That was actually inspired by another Facebook fan named Mike. And it's kind of devoid of any Grim 86 branding, so you don't have to worry about it slightly violating the non-aggression principle. But it's funny. It was inspired by one of our fans, and or at least someone who watches the show or has seen the show. Yeah, it's up there.
And be looking for Operation Betty shirts. I'm sure we're gonna have those real soon. So,
Yep. Check us out on the Facebook Grim 86 Freedom First podcast and our YouTube, and those are the main places that are updated weekly or daily. So that's where we're at most of the time. And private message us for any information about donating if you have questions or you have people on the Facebook.
bless you.
Thank you.
Is that it for us?
Yeah.
That's it for us, everybody. Thank you guys for joining once again. Grim 86 Freedom First live YouTube stream. We'll be coming back with new episodes of Grim 86 Freedom First podcast very soon. Thank you guys for participating in Operation Betty. We're going to help a lot of people. We are out of here. Remember, don't trust your leaders.
Bye, everybody.
Taxation is theft.